Okay, this is my first time trying this out. So actually, Will over at Runeforged Gaming, he gave me the idea to start doing this. Although, man, my basement's kind of messy. That's all right though. And I've got this video camera here and my screen ready to go. But we're gonna do a this. I'm not doing it live the first time just because if I did it live, it might be kind of a mess. So we might try live in the future, but for right now, we're doing a recorded version, and we're going to see how this all works out. But here we go. I am working here on. Man, I don't know what to say. I'm working on making a video. So we're going to talk about Righteous Vow. We're going to talk about stuff going on in the OSR and RPG game industry, stuff that's caught my eye, and just stuff that we're working on as the Crawl Club publishing team of artists and writers and editors and everything that's going on in our world right now. And I would love to hear from you if you would like to leave some comments below on YouTube about what might be going on for you with upcoming cool projects or upcoming books and zines and just maybe even minis and stuff that's cool, cool art. I know there's a lot of Kickstarter projects I want to talk about and a lot of upcoming cool stories, zines, adventures, modules, and even rules that, yeah, I'm just looking forward to. But yeah, enough about that. Let's dive into it. This is going to be a hopefully weekly video that I want to do on the YouTube channel. This is my first time trying it out, and it's just going to be kind of an update. I am Bill Harvat. I am the writer of Righteous Vow zine. So you may have seen, this is backwards on there. I should switch that. That's all right. But anyway, Righteous Vow 1 and 2, we've got them in stock on the shop. If you go to shop.crawlclub.com. I should put that on the screen. You can either get the soft covers or the hard covers. We got both of them in stock. People seem to love the hard covers lately, which is awesome. That actually just came about. Some people were asking for it during the backer kit, and I said, hey, I could probably make a pretty sweet hardcover for the zine. So now people have those as well, and it's got the number and the name on the bottom there. But yeah, really excited about, or on the spine, not on the bottom. Anyway, but yeah, really excited. I'm a very ADD person. I don't know if you can relate to this, but it's like you get started with this and you're excited about it, and you've got so many ideas and things flowing through your head that you get off track while you're saying them. But that's happening to me right now. But like I'm thinking right now, okay, let's see. We'll do this in real time just because let's see if we can do it. I'm learning OBS right now. So this is, let's see. Okay, I can add text to the screen. Let's see if it'll work. And that way I can, let's see. Okay. Shop. Whoa, schlop. I wonder if that's doing that in real time. All right, shop.crawlclub.com. This is how we do things. This is how we roll. Let's select a font too. We've got all these fun fonts. Let's use, can I use my old newspaper? Oh yeah, I can. Sweet. Let's do it. Let's make it like that. Yeah, look at that. So hopefully it's showing up on screen while I do this, so that way everybody can see this in real time, but we'll find out. But yeah, I figured we should have that on screen while we're doing our thing. So hopefully that's showing up. I don't know if it is or not, but we'll find out, I guess. Okay, so that way everybody can see. Hey, you should go to shop.crawlclub.com. Hang on, can I change the color on it? I don't know. Let's see. Unsaved changes. Save. We want to save for sure. And then we want to select font. We want to... I can't change the color. Anyway, we're not doing that in real time. We're going to leave it and change it later. But anyway, if you go to shop.crawlclub.com, you can get all of the zines and all the cool stuff and anything you want. We've got shirts there. We've got all sorts of stickers and pins and great stuff. Anyway, here we go. We're on to the next part of the video where we hop into websites and web stuff. So I really want everybody, please go over on the Facebook, the book face, and like or follow Crawl Club Publishing, because that really helps us out. We can get information out to you. We just found out, pretty excited about the fact that the Volume 1 is now Volume 1 is now an Electrum bestseller, and Volume 2 is a Copper bestseller. That's pretty awesome. Ooh, this is a project I wanted to talk about. I think I've even got that pulled up. But this is a new up-and-coming Shadowdark RPG book that's coming out called The Devoured Labyrinth. And it is a really cool project coming up soon. You should get on here, and if you go to Facebook, I've got the links to it there. If you go to Blue Sky, I've got the links to it there. Also follow us on Blue Sky. Oh, look, there's my wife and my son wearing the Righteous Vow hoodies and the Crawl Club hoodie for Easter. That was pretty cool. So yeah, there's my wife and my kid. There's a whole bunch of, there's my other son, and we play in a game on Wednesday nights at our local game shop. Wow, my internet is moving slow. But yeah, there's my son. There's some of the game. Man, we have a lot of fun. But anyway, yeah. Oh, there's my favorite band. One of my favorite bands, Hum. You got to listen to that while you're making space music. Anyway, yeah. So, and then Star Chart. I should talk about that. Dark Space. Than. He was at GaryCon. Super awesome dude, and he makes Dark Space. So I am making a third-party zine for Dark Space. It'll probably be out in December. It's very early. The fun thing about this is I want to use a lot of actual Creative Commons from images.nasa.gov. Like, these are all actual images. Like, and I want to do that because this whole zine in the Dark Space universe is going to be kind of have that Expanse vibe, like The Expanse. I'm a huge fan of the show. I know that there's books out there. I should probably read the books, but I watched every season of The Expanse, and I want to write something similar to that world, but using Dark Space, where it's very real world physics, very much sci-fi with actual, science truth, inside of it, like something in that kind of universe, but not in that universe because universe compatible, you know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of these images are actually, that's like 3 different images from nasa.gov. Like this little spacecraft satellite thing over here is an image. I put that in there, and this is another image, and then this background is actually a planet from that's actually one of the planets. So that's pretty awesome. So a lot of that is actual photos from NASA, and I'm just going to mix them together and make cool layouts for the zine. And I'm also going to have a lot of artwork by Uriah Groves. He's going to do a ton of the like StarCraft and the personnel and stuff like that. So he's doing some really awesome artwork. I'll have some spoilers of that coming soon. But anyway, Star Chart, look for it around December. I talked to Than, and we want to do a Kickstarter or a backer kit, like collaboration where it releases alongside, maybe not like right alongside it, but like same time, you know. And hopefully we can, because he's doing the full rules for Dark Space. So the idea is to release Star Chart alongside of alongside of Dark Space, full rules. I think he's doing like a box set or a slipcase thing, which sounds awesome. I'm excited about that. Don't quote me on that. He might not do that. He might just do a full big rule book, which would also be awesome. But yeah, that's the plan. We'll do the Star Chart thing, and then, you know, you'll have a cool adventure to go alongside of it. There's going to be some stuff about, I really want to base it around like bounty hunter missions. So that's kind of what I want to do with that. I can hear my wife coming home upstairs, and that's not good because she's going to interrupt me, but that's okay. She's wonderful. We've got X, which I just really... there it is. Look at this. This FNGM is already talking about his Kickstarter. Look at that. That's awesome. So that project's going to be really cool. I don't know if I said anything other than it was cool, but I actually wrote 2 of the adventures inside of the book, so that's also kind of a thing. Zach Goins, he asked me, after I met him at GaryCon, he asked me to be a part of that project, and I wrote a couple of cool adventures inside of this book. So another reason to go check it out. It is not a Crawl Club publishing publication, but I still fully support it and think that everyone should go check it out. So definitely pick that up. And there it is. You know, the link will be in the notes. So check it out. Go get notified when that comes out, so that way you can back it, because I'm going to back it and you should back it too. And yeah, I wrote an undead adventure, so that's one of the adventures has undead in it, and drow. I put some drow in there, and then I think I have another one that is all like demons and stuff and fire monsters and whatever. So that'll be pretty crazy. But yeah, potential spam is calling me. Sweet. Potential. Okay, next I want to talk about crawlclub.com. This is our website. You can go there. It's awesome. Find out about the zine, what we're about. Please sign up for our mailing list. This is the best way to find out information about Crawl Club Publishing, because anytime we have a new Kickstarter, anytime we have new zines, you can get a hold of us here and find out all the news. Also, we're going to be spoiling new art. We're going to be spoiling new portions of the zines. And also, I have been talking about it for a while, but I'm going to do a free adventure that's going to be given away only in our mailing list. So if you sign up, you'll be able to get that adventure. I've been working on it. I actually premiered it at GaryCon. I'm going to be premiering it again this weekend at the Quest at the Castle event. I should actually do that. Let's see. Where's that? Let's see. Quest at the Castle, Omaha. Let's do that. Boom. It's right there on the Googles. So this is... oh, crap. I'm clicking on my other screen. Learning moments. Here we go. But yeah, Quest at the Castle. That is an event this Saturday at the Joslin Castle. So we're going to basically... I'm going to be running Shadowdark RPG at a castle this Saturday, which is going to be super awesome. You should go to that if you're in the Omaha area. I think there's still tickets available. All the VIP tickets sold out, but there's still some tickets available. And if you go to Dungeon Crate's website, that's dungeoncrate.com, you can go and sign up and play games with me and my buddy Dave Rosser. I don't know if you've met him. He's awesome. He and I went to GaryCon together. Super awesome dude. But yeah, Quest at the Castle event. Go check it out. It's $35, it looks like, and the VIG, very important gamer, is sold out, but you can still get general admission tickets. Ooh, look at that. You get entrance into the castle, you get an RPG table, swag bag of goodies, vendor booths, outdoor events, deluxe terrain displays, and food and drink. Sweet. Sounds great. I think they're going to have like food trucks out there. So that'll be really great. Yeah. The Twitters or X. Check that out. But yeah, I don't know if that's Jeff or not. I think it's Jeff. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Kelsey's like so excited for this. It looks absolutely killer. So you know that if Kelsey's saying that you gotta go get this. So go check that out. Highly recommended. The Devoured Labyrinth. So next, yeah, back to the website. Here we go, back and forth. But yeah, join the mailing list. I'm gonna send out a free adventure here soon. Also, go there and visit our shop. That's the other thing I was going to talk about. We premiered our new adventure packs. So you can get an adventure pack. $40 gets you both soft covers, some art prints, stickers, and a pin. The hardcover one gets you the hardcover books, the same artwork, prints, and stickers, and a pin. And I've been throwing in our Righteous Vow luck tokens with those. It's kind of a limited time offer. Until they go away, you'll get a single luck token with those. They're left over from GaryCon. Also, you can see here, we've got all of our books in stock now. And if you get one of these, I'll sign it and send it to you. So they all turned out great. Those are pictures from my phone on my table. So that's about as pretty as I can make it. And then we've got clothing. Now clothing is awesome. These ones here, I actually, when I first started Crawl Club publishing in Righteous Vow, I actually made these shirts. So I have them at my house and I ship them out from here. But everything else is all print on demand. And so it ships from another place. I wish that I could combine shipping on everything. If you get these shirts, they come in the same package. If you get these, they come from our print-on-demand service. But they're really high quality, especially our hoodies. I must say that I feel like we have the best quality hoodies of anybody in the industry as far as they've got the metal eyelets for your pull strings. It's really heavy duty. They're warm. They're super warm, and they're really nice. Anybody that's bought our hoodies will tell you they are pretty much the best. And go get yourself a Dino t-shirt. You need one. We've got 2 different Dino t-shirts. They're awesome. And we just got rid of this shirt. Actually, you can see it right here. This shirt is now out of print. So those of you that got it, you now have an out of print shirt. The Skeletal Knights shirt is now no longer sold on our website, and I'm going to be phasing out shirts as the new zines come out. So make sure they're all kind of limited edition. So if you like the Dino hoodie and you like the Dino shirts, get those, because when Volume 3 comes out, they're going to be gone. And I'm running low on these. I ran out of 3Xs. We're down to just 2X through small now. And we have only like 3 or 4 2Xs left. So if you need those or want those, go get them. Next thing, go on our website, please. Let's see. And when you go to our website, darn it, there it is. Okay. Go to the drive-through link and click there. And when you do, please follow us on Drive-Thru RPG. That helps a lot, because then you'll be notified anytime a new book is there. Yeah, we've got our 2 zines up there. Like I said, we're an Electrum bestseller now. For Volume 1, it's sold really well. We're very happy with it. Extremely thankful to everybody for being a supporter of the first zine. The second zine is now a copper bestseller, which is really sweet. So we're on our way there. It's been selling really well, and we're thankful for that. And it is, that's the thing about the second zine. It is 160 plus pages. It is 162 page count, which means that it's over twice as large as the first zine. So we had to up the price because it costs us more to make it, especially the hardcovers. The hardcovers, they are kind of expensive to make, especially now that they up the prices with tariffs. Everybody's feeling that. All creators are feeling that. We got 5-star reviews on both. I'm really excited about that as well. I'm so thankful for everybody that's the main thing. Is every time I make a book or a zine or create something, I want everybody to go, wow, I got more than my money's worth out of this. I want people to feel the value there. I mean, we're still charging less than $30. I mean, most hardcovers are over $30 that you're going to be buying, and they're probably half the size of 100. Like, I've seen most hardcovers out there like 70, 80 pages. This is a 162 page hardcover, and it's still under $30. That's a pretty good price, I think. I think that's good value. And you get a lot of adventure out of that. There's that same thing. Okay. Other things that I was looking at. This Aetherdark looks really cool. That's like, it looks like it's going to be, ooh, look at that. They're almost 10 grand, and they got, all sorts of cool stuff. I need to get on this and back this project. That looks really cool. Another Shadowdark project that's coming out. It looks like it's going to be the outer, or the space and astral sea kind of Spelljammer style. Also, Knock. This when I went to GaryCon, they were talking about how crazy awesome Knock is, which is a zine, but it's more like a bunch of books. The Merry Mushmen. I think they're in France. Merci. Nice. Yep. Sounds French to me. Anyway, I've heard that these are pretty much the best ever. They look beautiful, just like the layout, the design. Oh, if Ben likes it, it's got to be good, right? So anyway, got Questing Beasts approval. We probably got a pretty good zine there. But yeah, I've heard really good things. There was the OSR panel that I attended at GaryCon, and everybody in that panel was gushing about Knock and saying it was amazing. So of course I backed the project and got all of them coming to me. So definitely check that out. Gary's Appendix also on my radar, because Zach and Jeff, I'm pretty sure they wrote this. Yeah, Jeffrey Jones. Yeah, so Zach and Jeff. I am ashamed to say that I never looked into this, but now I'm getting an omnibus, so I'll be able to read all of that. Just something else that I've just flew under my radar, probably because it's an OSR thing, or an OSE thing. I really love Old School Essentials. Huge fan of that system. In fact, on Wednesday nights, I play a Halfling Reeve out of Carcass Crawler 4, but I'm playing an Osric, but the DM is like, yeah, go ahead, Bill, play the Halfling Reeve, because I love Halflings. So there we go. So check that one out. And I wanted to also talk a little bit about the Western Reaches, just because I think they're still accepting backers on BackerKit, or they're doing like I think they're doing like pre-orders and stuff, so you can still get the Western Reaches. If you look right here, this art right here on the actual front of the player's book and the GM's book, the guides to the Western Reaches, that is actually artwork by our own Righteous Vow and Crawl Club Publishing artist, Andrew Beckwith. So same guy that does the artwork, the sweet Lich King, the awesome Ratkin and Lizardman, and all of the cover art on our zines so far has been all Andrew Beckwith. Andrew will always be the Righteous Vow zine cover artist. However, there are going to be some new zines coming out. I'm working on something for Pirate Borg coming up. We're doing some DCC stuff that we're going to have to figure out because their licensing works a little bit different. But we're going to do some stuff here soon, and I'm working with even some other writers, and I'm just going to do layout design and get editors on it just because I've got some really great artists here and really great writers here in Omaha that need to have their writing put out there. It's just good stuff. But anyway, the biggest thing that you can do right now is just go out and like us or follow us on, here on YouTube, of course, but Blue Sky, X, and the Facey books. Oh, now we're getting the stuff we probably... People are messaging me on Facebook. I just take that part out. Anyway, yeah, lots coming up. A lot of good things. I'm super excited. The next thing I want to do real quick is I wanted to take a look at Volume 2. Now, this is a fun little thing I want to do for each video, is just kind of touch base on the current zine. And I might actually go back and do one of these for Volume 1 as well. But I do want to take some time, look at each issue or volume of the book, of the zine, and just kind of talk about how the zine can work for you. Especially because, there's a lot of you out there that have bought this zine, and I wanted to kind of go over the ideas of how things should work, or and feel free to take what you want, throw what you want away completely. It is completely up to you what you want to do, and if you even want to bother with what I say. So these are all sandboxes. They're all here for you to do what you would like with them and use them as you will. So anyway, Volume 2, beautiful artwork, Andrew Beckwith right there. And he did this, so the back cover and the front cover are all kind of one big panoramic image. It is the Ratkin of Men on boats going through the swamps, and you see the lizard men from the cult of Set, and they are Sept. Yeah, and they are coming after him, swimming up on him. So yeah, this volume was dedicated to my father, who passed away in October, and this project probably became 160 pages just because I was it was very therapeutic for me, and a way that I could kind of escape by writing. So it became a bigger project than I intended, but hopefully a great one. It sounds like people are loving it so far. And then also Kaylin Monroe, that is Andrew's niece, who passed away unfortunately this last year as well. Or it's his granddaughter, of course. It says right there, not his niece, his granddaughter. But yeah, his granddaughter. I never met her, but she looked like a sweetheart, and God bless her, and God bless everyone who's out there having a hard time. Anyway, yeah. Luckily, we have good things like RPGs and fun stuff like this to kind of let you escape sometimes. But anyway, yeah, the Volume 2 is we've got the design and layout and writing. So all these books, I make them in InDesign, and then just put all of the awesome artwork that Andrew and Uriah and Dwayne come up with. And then I do the cartography. A lot of it is done in Dungeon Draft and Wonder Draft. All the hex maps, I like to use Wonder Draft a lot. It's a super awesome tool. And then I've also started using Incarnate. Incarnate is also a very awesome tool. But I'm doing what I can, how I know how to do it. There's probably better cartographers out there, but I like to be in control of what I'm doing and that creative process, so I keep doing it myself. And someday I might learn to draw and actually draw some cartography. But yeah, Wayne and Lori Brecky, they're amazing. They also own Dungeon Crate, but they've been amazing editors for years, and they can edit your book too. Just get a hold of them at the Big Ink Writing Services. So, but yeah, we got the hex map. We got our rumors and encounters. Every single issue or volume of Righteous Vow will have a hex map in it. So be sure to when you open up your copy, check that out. This is all the locations you're going to experience. You might not experience them all, but it gives you an idea of, hey, you start off here at the Keep of Winter's Hope, and then your adventure takes you to the different cities and fortresses and then these burrows where the Ratkin live. So, and yeah, it can take any of these campaigns. You could use like parts of it as one shots, or you could use the entire campaign, and it could take you like months or up to a year to get through it. That's the amount of content that's in here. You got your encounters. I've got the book page numbers for every one of the monsters that you encounter that are in the book, and then we've got a bunch of new ones. We got the intro, the contents, all the stuff, introduction, the disclaimer, just to tell you, hey, this is a sandbox. What I've got here on the next few pages is not necessarily how your game's going to go. Make it your own. Enjoy it. Then you've got the overview. A big thing for me, especially because I want this to be incredibly usable, and the usability of your adventure modules or your adventure zines is paramount to me. I want to make sure that anybody that picks up this book can know exactly how this story is supposed to go and how these things are supposed to go by reading as little as possible. So I've taken the entire adventure and put it into 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. It's 3 acts, 4 pages. If you can read 4 pages, you can know exactly how this adventure is supposed to play out. And with this information, you can literally not prepare if you don't want to. I mean, you can just run it and it'll run just fine for you because you already know what's going to happen, kind of. And that's just a guideline. You can go off to left field or right field or do whatever you want with it. It does not have to follow this overview or background. It just is an idea of how things are written and how the story could go. Feel free to change it. And then there's my son. He drew, Jude, my 10-year-old. He drew a dinosaur, and I put it in my book because I was like, you know what? He was excited about it. Let's put it in the book. Then you've got all of the hex map locations. Look at this artwork. All of the artwork inside of Righteous Vow is made for Righteous Vow and drawn for Righteous Vow, which is awesome. So we've got great artists that do excellent work. Here's some of Uriah's work. He does an awesome job. You got new ancestries. You got the Ratkin and the Lizardmen, and you got new monsters. You got the Thunder Lizard Ancient here, you know, and you got different monsters. Look at this artwork. Oh my gosh. They're so cool. We got the Ratmen, the Ratkin of Men, more artwork, more magic items, holy buckets. Look at all that. You got NPCs and mercenaries. You got all this excellent stuff to work with. All with art. You got King Micodemus, the leader and the king of the Ratkin. And then, you know, you got your locations, and there's the keep. There's their heraldry. You've got all the locations for each of these boroughs. So that's also a pretty cool thing. Is every one of these maps is also available as JPEGs and for VTT use. So yeah, excellent stuff there. I mean, I like it. So we've got all sorts of different locations and places you can go. We got different cities. We got different maps and artwork. And then one of the things that I did for this is we've got the border tower, which I'm not going to spoil that, but you can fight in a battle against giant thunder lizard ancients with howdahs on the back and lizardmen pouring out. And I'll just skip ahead because I don't want to spoil everything. But if you go to the end of the there's a lot of locations in this and a lot of boroughs. I mean, seriously, even at the end here, you know, look at that art. My goodness, so good. You go into the palace, and then here at the end, and I put it at the back so that you can figure it out, but I made a mass combat system for this book. You could take this adventure and completely throw this out if you don't want to do it. You could have the adventurers show up after the battle is over and skip this part. But for those of you who want to enjoy a mass battle, the cool thing about this is you've got another section where it's 4 pages. Everything's explained with tables in 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got kind of a theory. If you can't do it in 4 pages and make it work, it's not worth doing. So I try to do that with, you know, my overviews. I try to do that with, not necessarily in my locations, but you know, if there's a new rule that I want to introduce or a new way to supplement your gameplay, if I can't explain it in 4 pages, then I don't want to do it. Especially because I don't want people to play this and have to sit there and spend an entire session away from the adventure. I want them to like make it through this, enjoy that as kind of like a fun little side quest moment, and then also be able to role play, also be able to play Shadowdark. So this is kind of a third party take on, you know, it's not like the official rules or anything, but it's my take on if I was going to play mass combat in Shadowdark. This is how I do it. Now, the other thing is there's a really great supplement out there called Hell's Reach, and another guy is made some mass combat rules, and he did a fantastic job, and he researched the old chainmail rules that Gary Gygax wrote and turned that into a Shadowdark rule set for mass combat. If you want to use that instead in this adventure, awesome. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. There's a million ways to do it. A lot of great ways to play. So yeah, and then we've got some swamps and forests encounter tables, artwork, and boom, that's the end of the module. But as you can see, we've got, you know, what is it, 160 pages of content, then the legal on the back cover. So you've got, you know, it's 162, but 160 pages of pure a righteous vow there. And that's volume 2. There are a lot of story elements in it. There are a lot of side quests in it. There's just a lot of content here that can be enjoyed. And I think that people like to kind of see a preview. So there it is from the author. Probably not as in-depth as some could get, but I'd like to at least give you guys something. Hopefully that helps, especially if you're kind of on the fence. Do I want to pick this thing up? Is it worth it? What's in there? I think that we've got a lot of good content in here. I mean, just the artwork alone, I'm sorry, but that is awesome. If you don't like Andrew's artwork, if you don't like Uriah's artwork, well, then you're wrong. No. There's some Uriah's artwork. Oh, man. And then even Dwayne's artwork. Man, I'll tell you what. Where is that at? I'm going to check this out real quick. Dwayne, where'd it go, buddy? I'm skipping back and forth trying to find this thing. Uriah's. I saw some more of Uriah's. Some of Dwayne's. There it is. Okay, check this out. That is awesome. I love that cross section. Dwayne does a great job. He's got a different style, but it's awesome. It's still awesome. You know, and this actually, if you get the book and lay it out, it's actually a big panorama of everything going on there. Anyway, all my artists are great. I love their work. But yeah, there's kind of a rundown of how that works. I hope that you guys check it out, enjoy it. But definitely go and check out the old, what is it called here? There we go. crawlclub.com. What is my website called? Oh yeah. So get on here. Please join the mailing list. Seriously. We even got a book gallery on here. You can read about each issue as they come out. And then we started a media section. So if you want reviews, like the guys from Dungeons and Dyslexia and Runeforged Gaming, I'm going to put anybody who does a review for me or anything like that, if you do a blog, let me know. I want to put it on the website because I really appreciate that. Like, and this gives people another source to go check it out and have an unbiased review of, does this suck or is it okay? You know? So hopefully it's more than okay. But anyway, connect with us on all the social medias and join our mailing list. You'll get a free adventure coming soon. Okay, this video is now over 40 minutes long, which means that I talked way too much, which I tend to do. So that's about it. Thank you for joining us on the very first Righteous Vow, not live stream, but eventually these might be. And I can't wait to do that because then I can talk to you guys back and forth. Leave a comment, like it, subscribe. Please tell your friends about this video. And there we go. I've used OBS for the very first time. Did I do it okay? Did I fail? I don't know. Hopefully, there, we gotta move this around. Anyway, hopefully everybody enjoyed that. And if not, then haha, you watch this. And I don't know, whatever. All right, have a great day. Bye.